And the guy that I was working on it with, self-taught, he's doing boombaptism.com. But yeah, the interview's somewhere in the archives. But the reason I brought up Audible Doctor is because I can definitely picture you over on one of his tracks,
Yeah, it's funny. I tried getting a beat from him, but I just didn't hear the right song at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to really get in contact with him to really get something. Because like I said, I know him personally. I used to work radio as well. I used to do booking for a radio station out here. So I got to meet. Actually, if you see what's the name of the video? It's Brown Bag All Stars. I believe the name of the song is called The Agenda. If you see the video, you actually see me in the background. I push J57.
Okay.
I don't know where to push J57 in the music video. It's the video. It's called The Agenda, the Marco Polo remix. You see me in the background pushing J57 in the video. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely look back for that then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now I know you said you like to work with a lot of artists, and you named a lot of artists that you've worked with on your upcoming album. Now, what artists have you not worked with yet that you would like to work with?
Who would I like? You know who I'd like to work with? I don't know if you ever heard of this rapper named T-Shirt. His name is T-Shirt from Queens. Pretty dope rapper. He's really dope. Really dope. He actually he did a song called Ode to Raekwon. And Raekwon actually hit him back talking about doing a remix and everything. But T-Shirt is definitely a dope rapper. Also, somebody I want to do a song with, speaking of Brown Bag All-Stars, I'm interested in doing a song with SoCon as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of SoCon. I like SoCon a lot.
Okay, now since we're on the topic of SoCon, SoCon's a very famous battle rapper. Who do you think can eat up SoCon? on the mic.
I'll tell you this. You know who can eat up SoCon?
Who?
Nobody can eat up SoCon.
Okay.
SoCon is one of the best. SoCon, I've seen SoCon go up against the best. Now, that guy is a very confident guy. Mm-hmm. I sat with him before he's done a battle. I sat with him when people were talking about paying him to battle. And that guy is one of the funniest guys in the world, too. He's a very funny guy. So that guy is very witty and a very smart guy. So to beat him is not a very easy task. I don't see many beating him. He doesn't even battle no more. It's to the point that he doesn't even battle no more. Yeah, he's not even interested in battling no more. Now he's just doing music. And he's actually one of the few battle rappers that can actually make music. So.
Okay. I'm gonna have to really sit down and really check out some of his new stuff then.
Yeah. A lot of his new stuff is really good. Like I said, I'm a big fan of his. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. It's just like I said, I know him personally. So it's really funny that I know him personally, and I'm also a big fan. So.
Oh yeah.
It works out really good.
Definitely. Oh, you might get the right answer after we hang up, huh? after we stop recording, huh? Nah. I'm joking. I know. Definitely big ups to SoCon. Let's see. So let me ask you this: who do you think is nicer on the mic, you or Elmo?
That's a funny question.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think we do different things. We have different aesthetics, so we're two different artists. I don't feel that we can be compared because together we form Voltron. So I couldn't see it. So to me, it's like he brings something totally different to the table, and I bring something totally different to the table. But it just so happens that our styles are kind of similar and they match, and they're perfect, So I don't think I can be better. I don't know. He'd probably say something different. I don't know. I like to be politically correct. So I couldn't answer that question.
I feel you. Now I wanted to touch back on the album that you're working on.
Okay.
Oh no. Go. Don't tell me what you're gonna say, and I'll get into my question because you might actually answer it. Now go ahead.
You want me to say? Okay. Well, the album that I have coming out right now is my solo album. It's called Ode to Myself.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, an ode, for those that don't know the definition of an ode. An ode is a sung tribute. So I kind of, like I said, I did the album basically about myself. So I kind of take you, it's kind of like a day in the life, if you will, like track 1 all the way down to track 12. You can kind of like, once you see the song list and see the name and the order and everything, you'll kind even know what the song is about, but it's basically a day in the life. I take you through a day of my life. You know, like the first song on the album starts off with Wake and Bake. Obviously, you know what that means. You know, and then the last song is Reflect. So, you know, that just gives you the gist of, okay, starting from the morning to the nighttime, you know. So the album, like I said, the album is basically about me. It's my story, so it's very autobiographical, you know, and how I got the title to the album, I was actually writing a song called Ode to Myself, and I had the way the line started out was, I felt I had to write an ode to myself. I wrote this whole album because I owed it to myself. So I felt that I owed myself to make an album because I had dropped the album in 2008, and then I kind of went on a hiatus up until now. So I felt that I owed it to myself to kind of give another album and to give hip-hop another try and everything like that. So
Definitely.
That's what the title Ode to Myself, and that's what Ode to Myself is about.
Definitely. Now who do you think this? I mean, I know it's an ode to yourself, but what type of fans do you think would pick up on this album?
Type of fans that I think would pick up on this album. To be honest, I used to think that I was good at pinpointing who would listen to my music and who would not. So to me, I find that very hard. I've had many people from very different walks of life enjoy my music. I've had black people, I've had white people, I've had stoners, I've had straight edge people, you know, so it's really hard to pinpoint. It's really hard for me personally to pinpoint it, so I couldn't even answer that question like that. I feel that anybody can relate to it as long as you have a story just like mine.
Definitely. Now, dang, I kind of lost my eye. well, when do you plan on releasing the project?
Excuse me?
When do you plan on releasing the project?
I'm planning on dropping Hip Hop Dummies drops in April. We just haven't picked the exact date yet. And I was planning on dropping my album in April also. But I think it might come out in May. I'm not too sure, but I believe I'm shooting for April. I know I'm shooting for April because the album is actually almost done. It's almost done being mastered. So once I get the master back and everything like that, I'm definitely going to really kind of pick a date. But I'm leaning towards the last week of April to release the album.
Definitely. What are some of the subjects that you're addressing on this forthcoming album?
On the album, well, I have a song called Apartment 3C that's produced by Mr. Green. And Apartment 3C, it was actually the first apartment that I moved into when I moved into Kearney, New Jersey, which is where I'm from. I used to live in Newark, but then, you know, my mom and my dad, they kind of went their separate ways. So I stayed with my mom, so we ended up moving to Kearney. So I talk about Apartment 3C, which was the apartment I grew up in up until about 9. I talk about that. I talk about everything like that and the struggles that we dealt with in there. I have a song called Nightmares where I talk about my nightmares. I can tell you one of my nightmares was a radio station premiering my song, and then they said it was Waxx. Then I ended up getting shot in the throat, and then I forget how to rap. So that's a really crazy one in itself. That's a story in itself that I feel a lot of people that enjoy stories would like. Also, the record that I have with Charlie Clips is called Occupy Hip Hop. So, you know, we talk about hip hop on there. Pretty simple stuff, regular stuff, you know what I mean? Regular hip hop stuff, man.
Oh yeah. So what are some of the things you're doing right now to create a buzz and more awareness for your upcoming album?
Well, like I said, right now, I'm in the process of shooting another video, a solo video, that should be out in a couple weeks. So I'm just really trying to do as much, radio interviews as well. I'm trying to do, as many shows as I possibly can. The show market in Jersey has been kind of dead in the last couple of years, so I'm really trying to look for more out-of-town stuff as well.
Okay.
Anything that can get out of town or anywhere basically that has a microphone in the crowd, I'm ready to do anything as possible to be in front of as many people as possible.
Oh yeah, definitely. And since we're on this topic too, I just want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, the Giant Blast. So if you need some email blasts, some extra internet promotion for your music, more YouTube views, advertising on more music blogs, etc., you should definitely look into them. You know, and they could definitely surely increase your, help you get more awareness and help you with those album sales. You know, once the album drops.
Yeah,
Definitely. And speaking of promotion, what do you say some of the most effective ways to get your music out there as an indie artist?
As an indie artist, if you can try to attack the blogs as much as possible, as well as any form of radio that you can possibly get on. That, to me, I think is the best. As well as another great promotional tool is also yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as you work hard on your art, you can definitely push it. As long as you keep pushing it, somebody's down to watch it. So somebody's down to listen to it, somebody's down to watch it. So as much as work is put in, what I'm saying, that's as much as a tool as possible,
Oh yeah, definitely. And also too, going back to the Giant Blast, this interview will also be, you can also stream this interview for on the Giant Blast cell phone app as well. Just want to say that. Also, just moving right along. Speaking of shows and everything, have you done any shows recently, or do you have any shows coming up that you want to plug?
Oh, right now? No, I don't. As of right now, I haven't had anything just as of yet. I haven't really started planning anything. I think the first show that I'm going to plan for myself is definitely going to be a release party for the album, as well as the EP, so we could, promote the hip hop Dummies as well. But I think right now I haven't taken any show bookings as of yet. But once I start doing the shows and everything, I'll definitely let you know about everything that I have to plug when it comes down to it. But as of right now, I haven't taken any show bookings.
Oh, definitely. So how would you describe a live show? One of your live shows?
One of my live shows?
Yeah. How do you get that?
Very hyped. Very just charismatic. I'm all over the place. I'm jumping in the crowd. So it's very charismatic. From night to night, it can vary. It depends. Depends on the crowd and how much love is being shown. But definitely live.
Oh yeah. So far, what would you say is one of your biggest accomplishments as an artist?
One of my biggest accomplishments is basically just dropping a music video. Dropping the Coffee Shop music video was a great accomplishment. I have a record called Coffee Shop that I dropped. And there's a video for it. It's not suitable for you little kids, for the young listeners, but for the older listeners, it's definitely suitable for you. It's called Coffee Shop, and once you see it, you'll understand why it's called Coffee Shop. But yeah, that was a great accomplishment. Because it was me and my girlfriend filmed the video. Shout out to Asia, who is my girlfriend, but also, mixes and masters my music as well as records my music and films and edits my music videos. So shout out to her. She does a lot of work. But yeah, that was a very big accomplishment. Another accomplishment that came from that was the fact that we dropped that music video, and we didn't expect it to really take off. We didn't really have any type of really expectation for it. But we dropped it one night and just emailed it to a bunch of blogs, and then the next day we woke up to about 9 blogs posting it at one time. That was a big accomplishment for me. It really made me feel good. It made me feel confident that people were ready for some Crusa music. Definitely.
Oh, definitely. Now, this next question might be a little off the record, but if you don't want to answer it, that's fine. But as far as any promoters that's listening to it, I know you're down to do shows, but do you have is there a set fee for you, or are you at that level right now where you just kind of hey, I'll put up some of my own money just to come down there and rock a show. It doesn't matter. Where are you at right now as far as shows?
Well, at this point right now, I don't feel like I'm a nobody per se, but I still feel like a nobody. So. If somebody was to donate some type of money, I'm down to do a show. If I have to pay my own money to go to the show, I wouldn't mind. If there was some type of way that, somebody could, maybe pay my hotel or my food or something like that, I would definitely go out there. But at this point right now, I'm all about, if you're booking me out there, if I have to pay my own way, I'm down to pay my own way. I could easily just make my money back off CD sales
Definitely, definitely.
So there's no set fee for me right now, but
Oh, okay, okay.
hopefully in a later date, there would be, but at this time right now, no.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let me ask you, what are some of the and this might be another off the record type question too. If you don't really want to get into it, that's fine. But what are some of the revenue streams you have as an artist? Say you sell your CDs, your merchandise, things like that. What is all the as an artist? Where do you make your money?
Where do you make your money? Well, basically, like I said, most artists nowadays, nobody really makes money, industry, independent, or anything. Nobody really makes money off CD sales like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, most of the time, most revenue streams, like I said, would come from merch and shows. So basically, when you're at a show, selling your merch, those could be T-shirts, your CDs, stickers, different things like that. So as far as revenue streams, merch is the way to go. For me, at least, what I found out is that merch is the way to go.
Definitely.
People love T-shirts, so anything with a slogan, with a nice slogan on it, anything like that, people go nuts for that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, what would you say has been one of your worst experiences as an artist right now? And how'd you bounce back from it, or how'd you learn from it? Or what'd you learn from it?
Well, like I said, back in 2008, I dropped an album. So my biggest setback with that was just that I was on a team that kind of really wasn't pushing forward, that kind of really wasn't professional in a sense. So how I bounced back from that was I left that team and just kind of just formed something on my own, basically just to worry about myself more. So now, now that I did that, now I have an album coming out, I have a group EP coming out, shooting my own music videos, recording my own music, doing this here interview and everything, all of the strength of basically myself.
Oh yeah.
So that's how I bounced back. I kind of relied on myself more than relying on other people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You have any plans for the rest of 2013? I know your album's coming out, but after your album, do you have any plans for for the rest of 2013?
Yeah, my plans are basically just to after this project, I'm already working on my next solo project, and me and Elmo are also working on our next EP. So basically, everything is just basically just to work as much as possible, and just to do as much as possible for the art.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And where do you see yourself and or hip hop dummies in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, hopefully the top. Hopefully the top, man. Hopefully the top.
Definitely, definitely. All right, now let me ask you something. Could you spit a little freestyle off the top of the dome for us? No cursing.
Okay. Let me give you something written. I'll give you. Came up from the bottom. Look how far I've gotten. Ain't afraid of nightmares. Everybody got them. Sweet tooth. Y'all dudes spoil rotten. I'm like Batman, overlooking Gotham. Seems y'all want to see me in the cell without me out. I love my freedom. Rather blow this valley down. Imports from Cali now. Dudes know my style. Blow a blunt. Then we chant for black and mouth. I'm out to make a better manana. Even though Jersey overshadowed by the rotten manzana, I ain't 2 Chainz, I'm a substance kind of rhymer. Thoughts of not being able to prosper turned into a monster. Dudes can't follow the dialogue. Life is good, I'm like the last Nas. I'm out for happy endings, like Asian spies. This is minor league rap. Tell Hot 9, bring the minor league back. Men performing the same night they killed Stats. When he died, it's like they buried him with New York rap. Face facts.
Definitely. Thanks. And let me ask, is there anything else you'd like to plug? Any last minute shout outs or anything that you wanted to say that didn't come up that you want to definitely get off your chest now?
Man, I just want to shout out to my team. Just shout out to Asia. Shout out to Elmo, my homie G Kid. Just everybody out there. Shout out to you for the interview. Both of myself coming soon. Hip Hop Dummies EP coming soon. Just look for me out on YouTube, youtube.com/Mr. MISTER Crusa, CRUSA. You can check me out on Twitter at Crusa201, as well as that's also with the backslash to my Facebook, so it's at facebook.com/Crusa201. Dummies, just as how it sounds. And same thing for Facebook as well, Hip Hop Dummies / Hip Hop Dummies.
Definitely, definitely. Also, too, I got another question. You said G Kid, right?
Yeah.
Hey, now G Kid, that name sounds real familiar. Did he work with a producer by the name of Fred Sinatra? If you know it.
I think it's a different G Kid. I know there's a lot of. I know the name is a fairly popular rap name, but G Kid is my homie from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. So.
Oh, okay.
I think you're thinking of somebody totally different, actually.
Oh, okay. Because it was and this G Kid I was talking about, he also had a joint that was on Digi Waxx a while back too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think maybe my boy changed.
Yeah, definitely. But again, thanks for the interview. And
oh man, thank you, brother. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, man.
Oh yeah, for all y'all listening, I'm gonna have all the links in the information box below. Definitely check them out. And also Crusa, if you got any updates for us, just keep hitting us in the head, letting us know your progress. And
Definitely.
oh yeah, definitely.